Hello guys, so today we're filming a full face of first impressions. Little disclaimer, I am filming a haul video but I'm still waiting for stuff, and I really wanted to film this video because I wanted to try some of the stuff so I could like use it. So you will see all this again in my next haul video, which will be everything I've bought in quarantine, which is essentially loads of makeup. So you'll see that in my next video, so you'll see all these products again. So it may annoy some of you that I'm filming this first, but I don't care. If you want to see how I created this look, which is quite a fail, not gonna lie, not best, then just keep watching. So I guess we'll start. I mean, do we do brows first? I typically do brows first, so we'll do that. So I've tried this before, I will say, but only once, so I'll give it another go. So it's the MUA Brow Micro Brow Pencil. It's like £2.50, and when I tried it, I was very impressed. So I'm just going to pop this in my brows. I have just waxed and tinted them, so they are going to be a lot easier to do. But yeah, I really like this. For £2.50, obviously you guys know my favourite brow pencil is the Benefit one, but that's £22.50, so you can literally get 11 of these. And I'm not gonna lie, to me they're the same thing, so I don't need a terrible amount of filling in, because like I've said, I've just waxed and tinted them, so I'm kind of just defining them a little bit. I think this is the only product. Oh, and mascara, because I'm putting lashes on, which I have tried the lashes because I don't have any new lashes, but I didn't see the point of trying new mascara if I'm putting lashes on, because you won't see it. So but yeah, like that literally took me 2 seconds, and now look at that eyebrow versus that one. It's so much better, and for £2.50 I don't think you can go wrong really. Mine's in the shade, is it on here? No. Dark brown, I want to say. Dark brown, maybe. I went to order like 6 of them. Went to Superdrug, I'd buy one get one free. Because I thought, why not? They're cheap anyway, but if you can get them for even cheaper, then why wouldn't you? But they didn't have any in stock. And probably because they're so good. Like, biased maybe, but I think my brows look great, so we'll leave it at that. So I'm just going to prime my eyes now, and for this I have the BPerfect Prime eyeshadow primer. I got this in the deal that BPerfect had, and you got this, the Carnival XL palette, and the mascara, and it was like 30 quid, because I thought even if I don't like this primer, it still makes the palette cheaper, and it was a palette I really wanted, so I thought I'd give it a go. Probably not a good idea testing out a new primer and new eyeshadows that I've never tried before, but never mind. I'm not carving out my brows because I don't need to, because obviously, like I said, I've just had them done. They're quite sharp anyway. I tend to only carve them out if I'm doing a super like feathered brow, or if they really need a wax, but I've just... Sorry if the camera angle's moved, it just fell. So we're working from this angle now. But yeah, I'm just going to blend that in with my Real Technique sponge. This isn't new. Love these. I think everyone loves these. I had a beauty blender at one point. It was nothing special. I liked it, but you know, not enough for me to justify paying like for 3 of these for 1 sponge. Not a chance. So okay, so this is the bit I'm really excited for. I've actually got a few palettes to choose from, but I really want to use these. You'll see the other ones in the haul video. I'm just waiting for more stuff, like I said in the intro. So you'll see these products again in the haul. It's the Pat McGrath. Look how fingerprinted it is already. It's the only thing about this packaging. It gets so fingerprinted. I think it's a Divine Rose one. Oh, Divine Rose, the Mothership 7. I have the other one as well. Oh yeah, Mothership 8. So this is the one I'm not using today. So can you see that green shade? And then it shifts to pink. That's incredible. It's so pretty. But I'm not using that one today. I'm going to use this one, which is a bit more neutral, because I'm not going to lie, those two colours are speaking to me. And I think I'm going to use this one and just do a natural look. And I don't really do, they're like quite mauve tones, obviously, because it's Divine Rose. And I don't really do that, so we'll go in with this one. So I'm going to take a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. It's just a big blending brush. I'm going to go into this shade here. And I'm not reverse blending today because it's very light and neutral. So I don't tend to when I'm doing really light looks. So I'm just going to pop this through the crease. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this because I never wear cool tone shadows. Ever. Like ever. My eyes are like orange or nothing. Pretty much. So we'll see how this goes. So far it's nicely pigmented. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. I do find though that cool tones, it's a lot harder to blend them out. That could just be me. Probably is just me. But I personally just feel like they're super hard to blend out. Okay, I'm going to take a clean, is this the same thing? No, this is the vegan brush, still in number 5. And just go around the edges. Okay. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but that hasn't blended out too bad. It is quite a cool toned look, mauve, but that's not terrible. I was expecting worse on my eyes, I will say. I was expecting a lot worse. This is the Morphe M433. It is just stained. I think it's clean anyway. So I'm going to go into this bottom shade here, which is just a deeper shade, and mainly just pop that on the outer corner and bring it slightly into the crease, just to deepen it up a tad. So far I'm not mad at the formula, it's just the colours that are throwing me off because I'm not used to cool tones, and I knew this getting them, I knew that buying them, but I thought I'd venture out, and I'd heard everyone say that her formula was incredible, so I thought if I'm going to get cool tones, I'm going to get one where people say that the formula is really good, so I know I'm not going into a terrible formula, and if it looks bad it's me, which it typically is. So I'm only going for a very light look. Okay, that's not too bad. Like I've said, very light look, I understand. However, I'm just testing out the formula. I don't want to do anything extravagant, and to be honest, you can't really with these colours anyway, not with the mattes anyway, because they're the only 2 mattes. They are the only 2 mattes. Okay, so for the lid, which out of these 4 do I want to do? This is like a reflex pink. Can you see? You can a bit. And then we have, oh, that one's pretty. It's like scattered almost. It looks like it should be glitter, but it's not. We then have like a duochrome peach to gold. That one's pretty. Or we have that like liquid gold kind of colour. I think I want to go in, I don't know. I think I'm going to go in with that scattered colour because I just really like it. I don't know which one it is, but it's in the bottom corner here. So I'm going to take that on my finger, and I'm not going to put any extra primer down or anything. I'm just going to pat it on. I didn't think it'd need it, and I was right. There's a lot of fallout, but that's fine. I'll clean that up. I'm not used to it, but I don't like it. I quite like it. Quite like it. Okay, so I'm quickly gonna jump off camera, finish up this eye, put on some mascara and lashes because they're nothing new. And then we'll come back to the skin, which I have something new for skin for everything, I think. So we'll come back. Okay, mascara and lashes are on. I just used Benefit Bad Gal Bam and then my Solstice Cosmetics Instinct lashes. For some reason, today on my eyes, they're looking like two completely different lashes. We'll ignore it. Okay, perfect. So for foundation, I don't know which one to use. I have a few. I've got the ABH Luminous Foundation, and then I've got the Ordinary. I think I've got a high-end concealer to use, so I think we will go for the Ordinary foundation. But which one? We'll go for the Serum Foundation because we'll light on the eyes, we'll go light on the skin. Sounds like a plan to me. So this is what the bottle looks like. It is tiny, however, it is only £6 on Beauty Bay, so, and you do get 30ml, so it just shows you the excess amount of packaging that most brands use, because this is 30ml, which is the standard amount for foundation. And look how small this packaging is, like, no excuse. But anyway, I got the shade 1.2N and I have swatched it and it actually looks okay. So we'll see. So, and it's very liquidy. I can't show you because I've put it on the box, but it's very liquidy. Right, pick it up on my sponge. I've not put a primer down because one, I don't have any new ones to test. And I didn't want to use one that I already had. And two, I like to test a foundation on its own when I'm testing it for the first time, just because then if it's bad, you know it's a foundation rather than the foundation mixed with the primer, or if you've got a new primer, you know, you never know which one it is your skin doesn't agree with. I mean, I've got pretty good skin, but I don't think that's too light coverage. Let me have a look. I was looking at my camera then. Oh, I like that. I don't mind not having full coverage, so if that is something you do mind and you do want full coverage, this might not be for you, because it's got good coverage, don't get me wrong, like you can see, but it's not terribly full. So obviously the coverage version of this may be better for you. I don't know, haven't tested it, don't know if it's good. That was completely in my face then, well done. So far I'm liking it. It's sitting on my nose well, and that's an area for me that I have trouble with the foundation. And my chin, my nose and my chin for some reason hates foundation. However, I am finding I'm using quite a bit. That's like my 4th pump now, and this is just for my forehead. Maybe because I'm using a sponge and it's quite liquidy, so it might be soaking some of the product up. So I'll have to try it again with a brush. Ideally, if I'd have thought ahead, I'd have done one side brush, one side sponge, but I don't think ahead, and I feel like my thingy was completely in front of my face then. I'm new to this, leave me alone. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. So first impression, I like the colour. It is a tad bit too dark for me, but if I go my exact skin colour, I can look a bit sick because I'm quite pale, so I tend to go a little bit darker. And you can't really tell once it's blended. In person you can't. On the camera I can see it was looking way lighter than it is. I like it. It's sitting nice, it blended like effortlessly. I don't mind that. I like that. I like it a lot.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, so for concealer, we have the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen. Now, I love the original Essential High Coverage Concealer, and this was on the recent sale on Beauty Bay. I think I got it for £12 and it should be 20. I think some colours were on for a tenner. These look so wonky. My fault, ignore me, I think I've just made it worse. Oh well. I got the shade Lace, which I am in the liquid one. It's a clicky pen, which don't know how I feel about. Much better than the brush tips, I will say, because it won't eat up your product like the brush does, and it's a lot more sanitary because it's not clinging to like bristles. Packaging is lovely. It feels quite light, however. Like, I feel like I've got eyeliners that weigh more, but we'll give it a go. I like the shape of it because it's quite like a triangle, so I feel like it'll be good for getting like in your inner corner. And I don't really have a problem with blemishes, so this will mainly be for me under the eyes. It's a stick, and I typically don't like sticks because they're quite hard and cakey, but I've seen a few people use this and they said they quite liked it, so thought I'd give it a go. And again, I love the liquid version of this concealer, so I can already tell you off the bat it appears to have less coverage than the liquid one. Put a bit on my chin and that mark. Yeah, it appears to have less coverage than the liquid one. I guess I'll know exactly when I'll blend it out, but just off the bat it looked a bit lighter, but it covered up that mark great. The real test is under my eyes because that's where you need the coverage, or at least that's where I need the coverage. It blends out nicely considering it's a stick, I will say. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit harder. I definitely prefer the liquid one. However, I'm not like mad. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I probably wouldn't buy it again. Happy I got it on sale. Happy I didn't have to pay full price for it, and I nearly have on a few occasions. Yeah, I think it's just okay to me, to be honest. I think it's just okay. I'll have to try it some more. Obviously it might wear amazingly and not crease, but for now it's just okay. Don't hate it. Don't really have an opinion. Don't hate it. Okay, so the next thing is some cream blush. I was going to do cream bronzer, but I can't be bothered. And I've got nothing new. It'd have been something old. So I have the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler, the duo. It comes with like a lip and cheek mousse and a lip gloss. So this is the Peach Out cheek cream. It looks very bright, so we'll see how this goes. Where's my brush? I'm taking it on a MAC 130S. Tends to be what I use for cream blush. And we will pray that it blends out. It's quite a moussey consistency. When I swatched it before, it was quite moussey, which would make sense because it's a mousse tint. Oh, not as bad as I thought. Very blendable. That blended into nothing. I like a heavier blush, so for me, that's fine. I like that. I think this is only £18 for the both of them because they come in a set. Which, oh, I think I've done more on this side. I got complacent. Shouldn't have done. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. Bit much. Sponge. Oh god. Okay. There we go. See, sponges save everything. I quite like that. Is it anything revolutionary? No. If you get it, will you be disappointed? Don't think so. Not mad so far. For bronzer, again, I have a couple that I've pulled out. I've got more than a couple, but what I've pulled out was a couple. I've got the ABH bronzer. I can get into the packaging. That's that one. Looks like a nice colour. Again, I got this in the Beauty Bay sale, and this one actually. I just kind of pulled the stuff out that I had. And then we have the Cover FX, the like bronzer duo, where one's glowy and one's bronze, and I think I want to use this today, just because I want to use this glowy one. We're gonna go with the Cover FX. This one's in the shade Sunkissed Bronze. It's the lightest one. I got this on offer again. How nice does that one look? I think we'll start with a bit of that and then put a bit of that on top and see how that goes. So I'm going to take a Morphe M527, which is just the big bronzer brush. Mine came in the James Charles set. I don't know if you can buy it separately. I think you can. And we're just going to apply this. This will be a testament to if it clings to that moussey blush that we've put on. So far, I mean, it's applying nice enough. It looks stronger on camera than it looks in person. I think that's the case for like everything though. I'm not minding it so far. Not minding it at all. You'll probably see better this side. Oh, that looks patchy. Oh, that looks patchy. I think it has clung. Can you see that there? But it's not done it on this side. I think what it's done is it's clung to the blush on this side, but I don't know why it hasn't on the other side. Because if anything, it should on this one because I applied more. Frantically blending it out. I don't think it's going to blend out anymore. And it was going so well. I'm going to take a little bit down my nose. I'm not contouring, I'm just to bring it forward a little bit. I think I'll have to try it with my normal cheek, like face products. I'm going to take a bit of the shimmery side and see how that looks. On your finger, it looks really quite shimmery, like, but on my face, it's not really showing up. It's just making it look a bit unblended, to be honest, which this side is, so let's just whack it on because we can't make this side much worse. Okay, for blush, we have an OFRA blush. This is in the shade Charm. This was on sale for like £5 at Beauty Bay, so I thought we'd give it a go. It's kind of like a neutrally corally colour. I don't know. We'll give it a go. I'm going to take it on a Morphe M405. It's just an angled blush brush. And we'll get, ooh. Can you see that? Probably not. A lot, very dusty, very dusty. And by the way, these are absolutely tiny. Like, I've seen eyeshadows this size. These are the size of, do you remember the MUA £1 circle shadows? That is the same size. And it's a blush. This just isn't going well for me. think this looks worse because the bronzer looks bad. So it's like blending into the bronzer. It is quite dark as well. Sponge, sponge. Please save me. Oh, we've got some pretty bad creasing from that concealer. Doesn't personally bother me. I'm not putting anything under my eyes today, but typically I'd run shadow down there, so I just buff it out with that. I mean, it's just not looking very nice, to be honest. What's next? Highlight. Do I have new highlight? Of course I do. I've got a few to try. I've got two OFRA ones. Again, they were on sale on BPerfect. I've got Star Island in a big size, and I've got Rodeo Drive in a mini because I didn't know if it'd be too dark for my skin or not. Thinking it possibly is. And then I've also got this that I got on Depop, which is MAC Soft and Gentle, because I've actually never tried Soft and Gentle. Surprise, surprise. But I think because we just can't make it look any worse, so why not risk your highlighter being too dark? I'm going to try Rodeo Drive. When I swatched it very lightly, it looked okay, so we'll just have to see. So regular highlight brush, if I've got one, I do. Morphe M501, again, James Charles Morphe. We're going to pick this up. So, I mean, it's very glowy. You can see that. Does it give me a cast? Yeah, you can kind of tell there. And I'm looking darker today than normal, so on my pale days I'll probably have no chance. This is why I'm glad I bought it as a mini. Probably be nice to take on holiday. Yeah, it's just got a cast because it's too dark. I mean, if I just constantly side-eye everyone, then it'll be fine. Maybe. Kind of. Oh, it's not going very well. Setting spray, I've got the Primark one. This is supposed to be the dupe of the MAC Fix Plus. This is the Prime and Infuse Instant Hydration Priming Spray. I know it says priming spray, but they're all the bloody same thing. And this is the watermelon one. I do believe they have like a coconut and a pineapple, maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a go. It's only £3, so. I mean, it smells nice. It feels nice. It's wet my skin. Has it left any? It's not left any like massive water droplets. If anything, it's helped a bit with all the powder products. But I don't know if it's creating a sheen so it distracts from all the patchiness. I mean, it's not terrible, is it? I'm making it worse than it is. I don't know how I feel about all this. For lips anyway, I have, what do I have? This one I didn't buy. I actually won from Melissa Ross, or Make Me Up Missa, here on YouTube. I won this. This is the Fenty Beauty. What are they called? They're like Slick Sticks? Slip Shine Satin Lipsticks. And I got the shade Glazed. So we'll give this one a go. And we'll see what we think, hopefully. I mean, I don't think this can go very wrong because it's just a sheer lipstick, so. If it's not the products messing me up, it's me. I like that. And then just because we can, we'll go in with the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler, the Peach, what's this called? Peach Pucker lip gloss. It's essentially just going to be a clear lip gloss. Doesn't smell of anything, doesn't smell of peach. I always wipe off the dough front because otherwise you get your lip gloss changing colour. I mean, yeah, it's a gloss is what I'm going to say to that. It's a gloss. It doesn't add any pigment. It's a gloss. It's not overly sticky. Feels nice. I like that. I think that's it. So yeah, kind of a fail. I mean, like, even as I'm looking at the foundation a bit more now, like on my nose, it's not looking too hot. Oh, the eye stuff went well. I like the eyeshadow palette and the primer. So far, no complaints from me. I like the lip products. I think the face stuff separate would probably be okay. Because this one, I put it on by itself, looked incredible. And I think with my regular stuff that I know, it'd look fine. I think it was just a mix of all the new stuff. Half fail, we'll call it, half fail. Didn't work together, but I'll try it again with my regular stuff and update you guys. But yes, so that is a full face of first impressions. Again, expect the massive everything I've bought in quarantine haul coming soon. It's essentially what beauty website had the best sale and enticed me the most. I've got quite a bit coming for that, so keep your eyes out for that. And if you enjoyed watching, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!